Hi, good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of university, I would like
Pro Kanċillier, il-Perit Carmenu Vella, il-Rettur il-Professur Alfred Vella, u l-Prorettur il-Professur Inġinier Simon Fabri, u l-Prorettur il-Professur Joseph Cacciattolo, Sinjuri. Merħba għal din iċ-ċerimonja ta' gradwazzjoni, it-13 waħda minn sensiela ta' 25 ċerimonja ta' gradwazzjoni fil-livell ta' postgraduate. Huwa ta' sodisfazzjon għall-Università ta' Malta li nħabbru li ser jiggradwaw aktar minn 2600 student f'din is-sessjoni ta' gradwazzjonijiet għas-snin 2020, 2021 u 2022. Fosthom hemm 113 dottorat li minnhom 88 huma dottorati ta' riċerka foqsma varji. Nibdew din iċ-ċerimonja billi nistieden il-Professur Gloria Lauri Lucente mill-Fakultà tal-Arti sabiex tindirizzana. Professur Gloria Lauri Lucente.
Pro-Chancellor, Rector, Pro-Rectors, Academic Registrar, colleagues, administrative staff, graduates, families, and friends. The charms of cinematic shadows. Is cinema a spell, an enchantment? How does it beguile us differently to the traditional art forms, to literature, theater, music, painting, sculpture, architecture, and dance, and subsequently television, games, and VR? Have the humanities responded as solidly as they might have to film's uniqueness? Cinema is one of the most accessible of art forms, and it may give the illusion of being understood in all its multifaceted ambiguities. Is this a liability for an unsuspecting audience, which views cinema only as a pure form of entertainment, or is it an opportunity, or paradoxically perhaps, even a strength? What can be claimed about cinema that cannot be claimed by the other art forms? Let me be forthright. In raising these questions, I am not overlooking or belittling the uniqueness of any one of the art forms in the broad spectrum of the humanities. After all, do not all the arts project in their distinctive fashion our innermost dreams and desires as we embark on a journey of discovery? If this is indeed the case, what is the specificity of the seventh art, to use the appellation given to cinema by its earlier theoreticians? How do we explain the everlasting endurance of moving images? Perhaps one of my earliest recollections of the shadowy encounter with the magical eeriness of the cinematic elsewhere is Walt Disney's 1937 animated fairy tale, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. With hallucinatory clarity, I was haunted for years by what Gilberto Perez labels the material ghost, a vivid projection of the evil queen Grimhilde, flashing like an inner demon in the mirror of my mind, which no effort could exorcise. Fear, however, is not the only emotion which cinema's alchemy of image and sound unlocked within me when I was still a child. The sheer joy in Gene Kelly's Dance with an Umbrella, splashing in the rain, in the 1952 film Singing in the Rain. It still takes my breath away, as does the exquisite tenderness of Romeo and Juliet's first kiss in Franco Zeffirelli's 1968 version of Shakespeare's play. For cinema conjures an immaterial materiality that sheds light on an unseen realm within us, that brings it uncannily close to life as we experience it in its three-dimensionality. And yet, at the same time, the materiality of the cinematic image has the aesthetic potential of transcending itself in terms of Dante's concept of the transhuman, or transumanare. Thus, what Jean-Luc Godard claims about the tracking shots being a question of morality is equally applicable to every other formative principle of the medium. The interplay between light and shade, between sound and silence, the use of close-ups, long shots, objective and subjective angles of vision, parallel montage, lap dissolves, the freeze frame, the plan séquence or the long take, so on and so forth. Within this interpretive framework, the vampire's silhouette in Murnau's 1922 film Nosferatu, stealthily climbing up the stairs to Ellen's bedroom, is not only his shadow, but also the visible manifestation of his vacuous essence. The kitchen knife in the iconic shower sequence in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho does not function only as a knife, but also as the pivotal phallic agent in the hands of the sexually impotent Norman Bates. In Luchino Visconti's Death in Venice and Nicholas Roeg's Don't Look Now, Venice is not only an aquatic city of shimmering elegance, but also a mesmerizing manifestation of the splendor of rotting decay, or, in Henry James's words, the most beautiful of tombs. To draw on the title of my oration inspired by Edgar Morin, the charms of the shadow manifested themselves at the very inception of the medium, when an audience marveled at the Ovidian metamorphoses of mundane reality into its unreal double, the reflection of the ghostly Lumiere train entering the intangible La Ciotat station. This famous 4 to 5 second long single-shot film is what enthralled a paying audience on the 28th of March, 1895, at Les Salons Indiens du Grand Café in Paris. And this is what we are still enchanted by: the Derridian paradoxical phenomenality of the furtive and ungraspable visibility of the invisible. Let me be more specific on what is meant by such a definition of cinema, by elucidating it with some examples with which most of you may be familiar. In the concluding airport sequences of Michael Curtiz's 1942 film Casablanca, the rotating searchlight transcends its purely mechanical illuminating function and accrues instead intimations of a ray of hope, piercing the thick emotional mist shrouding Rick's and Ilsa's separation. The opening sequence of Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, with its 3-minute-long backward dolly, takes us back to Godard's statement on the morality of the tracking shots and sucks us into the very moment when the Corleone inner sanctum mutates into a funeral parlor. Significantly, Coppola bathes the whole sequence in Rembrandtesque limbo lighting, which is proleptically suggestive of the death of Sonny, whose corpse will be entrusted by his father Vito Corleone to Amerigo Bonasera's professional care as an undertaker. And more recently, in Guillermo del Toro's 2018 Oscar winner, The Shape of Water, what Eliza offers the amphibian creature in an inverted gesture of traditional gender roles are the boiled eggs of female fertility that nourish him physically and spiritually. The ambiguity of the magical shadows of cinema, hovering between appearance and disappearance, visibility and invisibility, the phantasmatic and the real, materiality and immateriality, the spectral intangibility of the unreal reproduction of reality, which filled with wonder the first cinema goers and continues to unlock within us imaginary worlds. These are the abiding characteristics that my colleagues and I try to impart to the students in the Master of Arts in Film Studies, which was launched in 2015 by the Faculty of Arts and is sponsored by the Malta Film Commission. In our trajectory of discovery, we probe into the theoretical and practical dimensions of film, as well as of its relationship with the other art forms within the humanities. A trajectory through which we strive to see into images and not simply to look at them, to listen to sound and silence, and not simply to hear them. This is a journey of self-discovery, which my colleagues and I have shared with you, and hopefully will remain with you and will open up new vistas in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Nistedinkom issa sabiex tisimgħu l-indirizz ta' rappreżentanta tal-gradwati, is-Sinjura Marija Carmela Borċ, li se tingħata l-grad mill-Fakultà tal-Arti. Is-Sinjura Marija Carmela Borċ.
Dear Chancellor, Rector, Pro-Rectors, members of the Council and Senate, members of the academic body, academic registrar, members of the University Administration, distinguished guests, family members, loved ones, fellow graduates. It is my pleasure to address you on this important day for us all, as we celebrate this much-awaited achievement in the life of each and every one of us. We have not only managed to stay afloat and survive the last 2 years, but we have had the resilience to succeed in concluding an academic journey that included events and experiences that we never thought we would have to live through when we commenced our courses. Since March 2020, we experienced remote learning, as all meetings, lectures, seminars, all that was shifted online. This reality meant that we became isolated from campus. We found ourselves far away from the Faculty of Arts offices, physically distant from those who participated in our research projects, speaking jargon that was previously alien as we zoomed in and out of meetings with increasing efficacy. Very much like the snail, we retreated in the perceived protection of our abodes. Adapting to surviving the pandemic also meant that, together with, I'm sure, many others, I intentionally transformed my kitchen into a multi-purpose room that dubbed as cooking area and dining area, homework zone for the kids, study area, office area, and video conferencing studio. You name it, and it was all going on in the kitchen. Our life patterns changed, and this particularly affected our human connections. As we spent more time inside the house, we came to depend more on our bonds within our households, but severed links with countless acquaintances. This meant that our systems of interaction as humans, our relational ecosystems, changed. Avoiding campus meant we lost on potential friendships, on discussing ideas and concerns with peers, on getting to know faculty members. When we ventured back to the empty library, we feared proximity, and our tentative, somewhat hesitant smiles were hidden behind our masks. Even though we cut back on social time, we felt distantly connected in what Kurt Bayard's terms universalistic solidarity, finding hope in the moral effort expressed by the phrase, "We're all in this together." Other forms of solidarity considered by Bayard reflect on the value of organizations, such as social solidarity, which binds societies together, bringing together groups of people to safeguard their own interests, and political solidarity, which is the form of solidarity concerned with the inequalities and discrimination, sparing groups of people to support others experiencing injustices. As a youth worker supporting youth organizations, I have had the occasion to witness the challenges for these organizations to maintain their momentum in their mission as agents of solidarity throughout this pandemic. This has also been evidenced by the sociological research which I conducted with women's organizations as part of my studies. Active studentship is about being a voice, a community, and a link both on campus and within the wider society. On campus, student organizations are crucial spaces where groups of students come together to reflect, act, and project their voice. They are important bridges linking students with departments and faculties, institutes, centers, and schools on campus, as well as with other entities and professions outside the university gates. Solidarity is expressed through relations, which are built among students and in their relations with other members of society. The formation of societies depends not only on academic areas of studies and courses being followed. Student organizations are also a platform for the intersectional identities of students, and this needs to be further encouraged. Such a stance will not only provide physical visibility to specific groups of students, perhaps based on age, gender, and ethnicity, but also empower them to be represented in policy fora where decisions on student life are being taken. For this reason, it is important to acknowledge the need of student societies to continue being supported, with special effort to reactivate and reboot after the pandemic. These are spaces which, when empowered, can continue to nurture the diversity of studentship on campus, providing alternative narratives to lived experiences of students. In a time when vocational study is being given a lot of importance and investment, studying the arts, the humanities, and the social sciences can be seen as defying gravity. However, following research results from a British Academy report, we know that as students of the arts, the humanities, and the social sciences, we develop core skills such as communication and teamwork. We are able to define questions. We pursue evidence-based analysis. We are able to interpret data and also work independently to solve problems with creativity. These are all 21st century skills, which equip us for the future with an open outlook, making us able to adapt to changing circumstances. In a complex world, these studies prepare us to understand society and humanity. In the words of Charles Wright Mills, the scope of the social sciences is to help build and to strengthen self-cultivating publics, with the aim of shedding light on how society, its formal and informal entities, and its democratic processes work. Our specific role in society is therefore inherently linked to civil society, particularly to the public sphere, pointing out the importance for us to take an active role in shaping the political direction of our society. To the University of Malta, its administrative staff and academics, thank you for supporting us students in so many ways during the different COVID-related transitions, juggling online and in-person approaches in line with the current health directives. To the Department of Sociology, particularly my supervisor, Dr. Michael Brigolio, thank you for going the extra mile. To my husband and my children, Colette and Delic, thank you for your encouragement, support, and understanding throughout this journey. To my mother, thank you for teaching me resilience and perseverance to thrive, despite the unexpected twists and turns that every new venture in life brings. To my fellow graduates, may we use our skills and knowledge, our character as students of the arts, the humanities, and the social sciences to serve and to inspire our families, our friends, their networks, and the wider society to be agents of solidarity. May we use our humble yet assertive actions and words to make sure everyone, without distinction of race, gender, ability, or age, has a worthy space in the diverse fabric of society. Thank you.
Loti tal-gradi ta' Master fil-Fakultà tal-Arti. Master in Contemporary Diplomacy. In absentia, Rodwell Shitio. Bala Dada. Romancia Maliore. Jenike Alicia Meyers. Tapita Namolinda. Yvonne Sambuli. Master in Translation and Terminology Studies. Precarissimi candidati. Placuit autoritatibus universitati moderandi. Prefectis dignius vos declarare che laurea in sinibus decoremini. Sponsor, Professor Dominic Fenech.
Tuum in conspectum, magnifica rector, adducimus hos lectissimus candidatos, omnibus laureae insignibus, more institutoque maiorum, a te honestandos, qui a consiliaris et senatoribus, huius universitatis dignissimis presentati. Temox rogabunt ut, tibi attributa potestate, eios magistros renuncies, atque in eius modi censu cooptatus ad scriptumque nomines atque edicas.
Roberta Saliba. Roberta Saliba ġiet l-ewwel fil-kors tagħha.
Utitaque Deus, exoratus, vertat bene, nobis attributa auctoritate, te, magistram eo iure censeri, et esse quo optimo, sunt creati alii edicimus et pronunciamus, tibique omnibus honoribus, cum laurea conjunctis, fruendi et utendi facultatem facimus. Capeam collatie tibi dignitatis ornamenta, et quid illa instituto maiorum portendant intellege. Gesta sic toga manc, ut norint omnes te in magistrarum collegium allectam esse. Sit tibi liberalis pileus ic, veluti ornamentum laureum, quo donabantur post certamen victores, quanto opere vero te de dignitate adepta, in totus academici cetus nomine gratulemur, gestetur tibi, hic noster amplexus.
Elizabeth Azzopardi. Bethany Baldacchino. Nigel Bugeja. Quentin Bugeja. Justine De Celis. In absentia, Ilaria Feltre. James Mula. Charlene Potch. Jeffrey Psaila. Alessia Shiberras. Warren Taliana. Gabriella Vella. Martina Vicario. Annalise Zammit. Darlene Zammit. Master of Arts. Preclarissimi candidati. Placuit autoritatibus universitati moderandi. Prefectis dignius vos declarare che laurea insignibus decoremi. Sponsor, Professor Dominic Fenech.
Tuum in conspectum magnifice rector, ad ducimus hos legissimus candidatus, omnibus laurea insignibus, more institutoque maiorum at eone standus, qui a consiliaris et senatoribus huius universitatis dignissimis presentati. Temox rogabunt ut, tibi attributa potestate, eos magistros renuncies, atque in eus modi censu cooptatos ad scriptumque nomines atque edicas.
Joseph Buttigieg. Joseph Buttigieg ġie l-ewwel fil-kors tiegħu bil-qasam tal-istudju jkun il-Malti.
Utitaque Deus, exoratus, vertat bene, nobis attributa auctoritate, te magistrum, eo iure censeri, et esse quo optimus sunt creati alii edicimus et pronunciamus. Tibique omnibus honoribus, cum laurea conjunctis, fruendi et utendi facultatem facimus. Capeiam collatie tibi dignitatis ornamenta, et quid illa instituto maiorum portendant intellege. Gesta sic togamanc, ut norint omnes te in magistrorum collegium allectum esse. Sit tibi liberalis pileus sic, veluti ornamentum laureum, quo donabantur post certamen victores, quanto pere vero tede dignitate adepta, in totus academici cetus nomine gratulemur, gestatur tibi hic noster amplexus.
English Culture and the Media. In absentia, Jake Aquilina. Mark Kamenzuli. Ian Zarafa. English, Modern and Contemporary Literature and Criticism. In absentia, Gabriel Caruana u Victor Gauci Borda. Maria Francesca Jameson. Film Studies. In absentia, Arona Bela. Michael Carol Bartolo. Kenneth Shikluna. Katrina Schwireb. Francesca Zammit. Ser nifqu għal ftit minuti mill-loti ta' ċertifikati sabiex nisimgħu lill-Malta Philharmonic Orchestra String Ensemble. Inkomplu bloti ta' ċertifikati. Fine Arts, Marie Claire Farrugia. Geography, Marta Scini. Daniel Spiteri. History of Art, Samuel John Asa. Antonio Di Matteo. Lidia Pafia de Mek. Dorian Pellicano. Nadet Chwireb. Humanitarian Action, in absentia Raluca Colasel. U in absentia wkoll Felicia Kazandijan. International Relations, Charlotte de Battista. Christopher Spiteri. Italian, in absentia Tiziana Borch. Literary Tradition and Popular Culture, Maria Lautier. Maltese, Wayne Farrugia. Philosophy, Sara Zoppardi. Sociology, Justin Attard. Maria Carmela Borch. And Marie Malia Poli. Jon Vercellono. Master of Arts in Global Maritime Archaeology. In absentia Cassandra Davis, Meike Kassulke u Yasmin Mifsud. Master of Arts in Health, Medicine and Society. Precarissimi kandidati. Placuit autoritatibus universitati moderandi. Prefectus dinium ter declarare che laurea insignibus de carrieris. Sponsor, Professor Dominic Fenech.
Tuum in conspectum magnifice rector, adducimus hoslectissimus candidatos omnibus laurea insignibus more institutoque maiorum a te honestandos, qui a consiliaris et senatoribus huius universitatis dignissimis presentati. Te mox rogabunt ut, tibi attributa potestate, eos magistros renuncies atque in eius modi censu cooptatus ad scriptumque nomines atque edicas.
Rachel Kassar. Rachel Kassar ġiet l-ewwel fil-kors tagħha.
Utitaque Deus, exoratus, vertat bene, nobis attributa auctoritate, te magistram eo iure censeriet esse quo optimo sunt creati alii edicimus et pronunciamus, tibique omnibus honoribus, cum laurea conjunctis fruendi et utendi facultatem facimus, capeiam collatie, tibi dignitatis ornamenta, et quid illa instituto maiorum portendant intellege. Gesta sic toga manc, ut norint omnes te in magistrarum collegium allectam esse. Sit tibi liberalis pileus ic, veluti ornamentum laureum, quo donabantur post certamen victores, quanto opere vero te de dignitate adepta, in totus academici cetus nomine gratulemur, gestetur tibi, hic noster amplixus.
Martina Fenech. Francesca N. Funk. In absentia, Tiziana Gatt. Master of Arts in International Humanitarian Action. Shaira Camarista Parcon. In absentia, Tiziana Luliano. Andreana Vien in absentia. Master of Arts in Mediterranean Studies. In absentia, Corinne Joy Caruana and Maria Serpino. Master of Philosophy. In absentia, Rebecca Farrugia. Issa nitlob lill-gradwati l-ġodda sabiex iqumu bil-wifqa biex flimkien ngħidu l-affermazzjoni. Ngħidu flimkien. Jiena nilqa l-onuri u l-privileġġi mogħtija lili llum. Jiena nwiegħed li nħaddimhom b'responsabbiltà għas-servizz tas-soċjetà u li nagħmel hekk skont il-liġi u l-Kostituzzjoni ta' Malta. U fil-waqt li jien membru tal-Korp Akademiku tal-Università ta' Malta, nagħti kelma sħiħa li nimxi dejjem skont il-liġijiet u r-regolamenti tagħha. Fisem l-Università nifraħ il-gradwati l-ġodda l-familji tagħkom f'din l-okkażjoni speċjali. Proset tassew. Nqumu bil-wifqa l-innu Malti. Nitlobkom tibqgħu bil-wifqa sakemm joħorġu l-pro-kanċillier, ir-rettur, il-proretturi u l-korp akademiku.